This video describes the planning and installation process required to install a Nextep service with a Netcomm NB9W MAXX modem. These instructions apply to ATM interconnected services, TLAN services, and Ethernet interconnected services. The installation procedure consists of 4 steps. Pre-installation check. This involves the collection and preparation to ensure a smooth installation. Installing the modem and cables and filter. Configuring the modem. This step involves setting up a connection with your laptop using Internet Explorer and configuring the modem to operate on the network. Now, let's get started with the pre-installation steps. Firstly, you must check if the telephone service has other services such as alarm. It is essential that you determine how this telephone service is being used. Check and note if there is a fax machine, FPOS, more than one telephone handset. Select a POTS filter. Based on the types of services on the telephone line, you must select the appropriate POTS filter. There are 3 types of filters available for varying situations. The filter on the left is known as an inline filter. The filter in the middle is known as an inline splitter filter, and the one on the right is a central splitter filter. If the telephone is close to the modem, then the middle filter would be suitable as it provides a connector for the modem and the telephone. If the telephone is in another room or location, then the inline filter would be installed on the line near the telephone. The central splitter filter on the far right separates the voice component of the DSL signal to a separate line, so that data and telephone service can each have their own wiring socket. As a general rule, no more than 3 inline filters should be used in one installation. If more are required, a central filter is a better option. Also ensure you have a copy of the work order or file on your laptop that contains the configuration details of the Nextep service. The information includes a login, password, and IP addresses that are unique for each service. The installation. Firstly, you will need to locate the telephone point. You must ensure that extra cabling is installed by a registered cable installer according to the telecommunication standards. Once you have located the telephone point location, you can commence installing the POTS filter. This involves connecting the tail labelled as line into the telephone line socket. Next, we connect the cables for the modem into the socket labelled ADSL. Some filters may use the label modem instead. The socket labelled phone can also be used for other existing equipment such as an FPOS machine or fax machine. The telephone cable is then connected to the telephone. Once the phone is connected, make a test call to ensure the phone is operational. Power on the modem. The power light should be lit, indicating the modem is powered up and ready. Connect the modem cable from the inline splitter filter to the modem into the RJ11 socket labelled ADSL. Once you have connected the modem, wait for a few seconds until the light labelled ADSL on the modem lights up. Now we are ready to commence configuration. Before we commence, we must disconnect the modem from the ADSL line. Disconnect the cable and put it aside. Power up and connect the laptop or PC to the modem with the supplied Ethernet cable. Open your local network connection. Then, bring up the IP address configuration screen. Configure the IP address to be static and have a value of 1.1.1.10. You can use the default net mask and then set the gateway to 1.1.1.1. Once the IP address is set, bring up a command screen and confirm the IP address using ipconfig/all. You must then test the network connection with ping to ensure the laptop and modem are communicating. Firstly, ping the laptop IP address to ensure that the laptop network setup is operating. Next, ping the modem. If the ping is successful, you are ready to log into the modem. Start up an internet browser and enter the default address of the modem, 1.1.1.1, and enter. This will pop up a login screen. The default login name is admin and the default password is also admin. After entering the username and password, press OK to log in. The initial screen contains a menu on the left-hand side and some general information. Click on the Advanced menu option. Then click on the Remove tick box on all existing configurations, and then click on the Remove button to completely remove them. Next, select the Basic menu option, followed by ADSL Quick Setup option. Although the following screens may not appear the same, ensure they are identical to the one on the video before clicking Next. On the Quick Setup screen, click on the button in the lower part of the main screen that states, "Click here for other connection types." This will commence a wizard that guides you through the configuration. Select the PPPoA option and set the encapsulation mode to LLC/encapsulation. Click Next. Enter the username and password that was supplied by Nextep. Make sure all the tick boxes are unchecked. Then click Next. This screen does not require any changes. If necessary, only make changes so your screen looks exactly the same as this one. Click Next. Although this screen refers to the LAN interface, the details in this screen will not affect your local network and shouldn't be changed unless Nextep asks you to. Click Next. Wireless must be disabled. Press Next. Now it is time to save and reboot the device. This may take a couple of minutes. Once the device has rebooted, log in again. Click on the Management menu item and then the Access Control menu item. Select the Enable Port 80 from External WAN tick box and save. Now it is time to set up the VLAN setting. The tunnel name is Bridge 1 in all cases. The network tunnel endpoint is obtained from the details supplied by Nextep. Ensure all the other options are identical to the video and then click on Save Reboot. To confirm the modem has been configured, click on the Status menu item and the screen should appear like this. If it does, the service should be operational. Please call Nextep for further assistance in diagnosing the problem. For phone assistance during business hours, please call 1-800-NEXTEP or 1-800-639-837 and press option 5.